What's up, guys? Back again for another special edition of Arsenal Academy. What's up, Roy?
What's up, Q?
All right. Now, look, guys, we are here again with another Wonder Women series. We got a badass lady again today. We got TC in the house. What's going on, girl?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing down there in, where you at, Florida, Texas? You all over the place, right? Where you at?
Yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm based out of Houston, but I'm back and forth to like Tampa and Orlando, that area.
Okay. All right. So, guys, you know what this is about. Me and Rory and you guys wanted to hear from the ladies. A lot of ladies are out there buying firearms. You guys are buying all the damn firearms. I'm going to have to borrow one from you guys. And we love that. And we wanted to come in the studio and just start talking to ladies about what they're doing and how they're doing it, and hopefully help some of you guys out there with some of these tips, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I guess, TC, let's start with you. So how did you get into guns, kind of your pathway, you know, why? Why are you into guns? I know you're kind of somewhat of a new gun person, right? Tell us about your journey.
So I am really new. I've been very transparent about that to the people that, follow me and along my journey. But I've kind of had guns around me the majority of my life, and I've always had a deep respect and a lot of reverence for firearms in general.
That's what it's all about, the respect. Yeah.
So it was something that it wasn't until later in life that I had some situations where I realized that I needed to be able to actually protect myself.
Okay.
And so I started digging into the laws, and I realized that a lot of state laws vary like tremendously.
So true.
Very true.
So true.
Yeah, and then after that, I was like, okay, well, I think I need to put my hands on this, and then it was just down the rabbit hole.
Now, you brought up a great point, ladies. It's not just about running out there and grabbing a gun, right? And now you got your gun. Me and Rory talk about this all the time. Yeah. What TC just said is important. Know your laws, right? Know what is actually out there that's on the books that protects you. You know, you don't want to get into a situation where you use your gun and now you're dealing with 6 months and 6 years of legal troubles because you try to protect yourself and you didn't know.
California, we're looking at you.
I mean, shit, Roy. You had a neighbor that
I had a neighbor, and
crazy thing, right?
he knew his laws fairly well, but still he didn't say the right things. You know.
Yeah. So that's important. All right. So TC. So what is your favorite? I know you were teasing Rory earlier. So. We're gonna call you out now, girl. AK versus AR. Now, you know we are an AK platform people, right? Arsenal, the best AK in the round. But AK AR, what's your style? I know I see a lot of your videos. I know you got an Arsenal AK, right?
Yes, I do. Well, since, like I said, I'm a new shooter, I'm very, very passionate about learning all platforms. But
That's good. I
have to say,
don't make me come down there.
I'm an AK household.
All right, you better get this right, girl.
Right.
You better get it right, girl.
I am. The AK for me is where it's at. But I think the problem is a lot of people don't realize that you can take an AK and dress it out and make it super badass. So yeah, all
That's
AK.
True.
Well, Q.
But for learning the other platforms, keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's not bad to be diversified at all in firearms, especially with anything that you're putting your hands on, getting different knowledge. I mean, a lot of militaries do that. They say, hey, even though we run this type of weapon, we're going to take you out and give you training on this other type of platform. So if you ever have to pick it up and use it, you're proficient with it. But talking about... you going to talk over me now, Q?
You first, sir. You first, sir.
Well, I was going to say... let's talk about the AKs on the table a little bit since we're talking AKs.
Right. That was the thing. I know, TC, we had talked to you, a little earlier, and to your point, Rory actually was like, you know what? Let's bring out some of Arsenal's best and show the people, right? So you can dress up your AKs. You can get some different kind of AKs here. I mean, so we got some examples I know you can see on the table, TC. You can check us out. So we got my personal, I think, actually.
That's mine too.
Yeah, our personal favorite here. So we got the M7 Classic from Arsenal. You got the underfolder on there, the blonde wood furniture. I mean, that thing is a work of art, right? We'll just work our way over. And now this one, you don't know anything about, but you will.
We're going to tease you guys today.
This is the AK-20. It's coming out later on this year. This is, TC, it's going to blow your mind. It's a whole new gas system on there. Like, this really is taking the AK into the 20th century. So, I mean, it's amazing. Now, that's my boy over there.
Oh, yeah. We got our Sam 7 SF for side folder right here. As you can see, it's got the nice buttstock on it. and it folds in half. We got this one dressed up with an optics mount with a Trijicon on top of it. Makes for a nice compact full rifle package.
Now that bad boy, that milled bad boy, has been out of stock for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But they are back in stock, baby. So I don't know how long they're gonna be in stock, but Sam 7 SF 84E. You got to look it up. Check it out.
They're not going to last long, Q. I'm going to say it right now. But later down the table over here, we got another kind of personal favorite of mine. We got the Sam 7K 44 pistol, and it does have the pick rail on the back, so you can put buttstock on there, or if you want to do an SBR, or if you want to just do a pistol brace, which would be compliant as well. And then also it becomes pretty much ready to take the Arsenal suppressor.
So that's kind of what TC, that's kind of what you were talking about. If we go, you want to bore the people with all of these guns, but it's basically showing from this to this to this, you can dress AKs up, you can put suppressors on, you can add things, you can do different stocks, different braces. And guess what? At the end of the day, once you do all that, it's an AK. So the shit's going to work. It's reliable. Okay. That's why you get an AK. That's why you get an Arsenal AK. But anyway, so yeah, I love that. I respect that so much about you, TC, that you understand that it's about learning all the platforms, right, Roy? Like we talked
Oh yeah,
about.
totally. I mean, it's just picking up a gun and just doing some work with it.
Yeah.
And I mean, the AK is, it's usually a little bit, people are apprehensive about shooting it if they've never shot a rifle before. I'd love to hear your take on it, TC, the first time you ever shot one of these and what you thought.
Well, I want to, full disclosure, I'm kind of petite. I'm about 5'4", about $125. So
Me too.
Little.
I'm petite as well. I understand.
Yeah. So, but I think a lot of apprehension that women have is they see this big, scary gun, right?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
And there are terrible videos out there, movies where it's like you pick up some big gun and it knocks you way back.
Desert Eagle.
It's scaring women off. But for me, my experience with the AK is, again, dressed out. The recoil, as long as you have a good stance and as long as you have a good grip on your gun, it's little to nothing. And you learn to manage it. That's the thing. It's like after you go through a mag or two, you get more comfortable and you know what to expect. And I think that's the thing. You have to know what to expect, and then the fear is gone. And then you can enjoy it and you can actually train.
Nice.
Now I love that you gave out the stats, right? So let's lay that again. 5'4", 125. And
Yes, sir.
And I want you to say it in your own words. Pistol versus rifle. You're loving the rifle, right? It's nothing to be afraid of, right? You handle it better. You like it. It's more accurate, right? I love that. Me and Rory, we fight these battles all the time, trying to get women, friends, family, whatever, to understand. Don't just go out there and grab a handgun. For women, honestly, the best thing for home defense is a rifle. I'm just, it just is. That's
the way we feel about it, at least,
So it's good to hear from you, to say that, TC. So why do you think it's so important? Like, TC, so we were talking about, the numbers. I mean, they're staggering. If you look up the statistics right now, it's just crazy how many new shooters, especially new women shooters, are picking up guns and just buying out all the ammo. Why do you think it's important for women to take self-defense seriously and kind of take their power back and control their self-defense? Like, speak to that as a woman, please.
Well, as a woman, I think that unfortunately, like, there's this stigma around guns and protection, and a lot of women look for maybe a boyfriend or husband or a brother or a cousin or a family friend to sort of like be there to protect them.
Right.
And while that's great, it is great to have people around you that love you and are willing to protect you. They're not with you all of the time.
Damn straight. There you go.
So,
you go.
So I think that's one aspect. Women need to basically face the fact that, it's okay to admit that, you need to protect yourself and you need to learn a way.
Sure.
Personally, to kind of like dive into my own personal experience a little bit.
Please.
In the past 8 years, I've had 3 separate, very aggressive stalking situations.
Wow.
Yeah. The most recent being about 1.5 years ago, 2 years. And the first 2 situations, I was lucky enough to be working with a company that that provided like a security service.
Okay.
So most of the time when I was out at events or whatever, I had someone with me. You know, I could rely on that. I could rely on my big scary guy with his gun, right?
Right.
Well, this last situation, I no longer had that security detail. So
Okay.
it was a very big kick in the teeth to feel very helpless.
Sure.
And to realize that I'm in danger and I don't know what to do. You can call the cops, you can call a friend, you can, again, call family members, but it's going to take them time to get somewhere.
Right.
Right.
So for me, like I said, I started digging into the laws because, again, I was dealing with the law situation with these individuals who were doing bad things. And I had to start digging up the gun laws, and I had to start digging up what was legal in my state as far as what was needed to be able to conceal carry. What guns are legal, what configurations are legal.
Sure.
And again, like I said, I just kind of fell in love with it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. And I'm going to be proficient. And I'm going to be able to protect myself. And then I can wait for someone to show up and help me out.
So me and Rory say this all the time. I'm sure you've heard it in the industry, TC, this saying. And I'm actually going to put it on the damn screen because you actually just said that in your story. We say this all the time, right, Rory? When seconds count, the police are minutes away, right? Right, TC?
Yeah, you're completely and utterly responsible for your own safety at this point.
Yeah. I mean, think about that, guys. I want you to think about what I just said. Ladies out there, when seconds count, the police are minutes away. Take your own defense seriously. Don't depend on anybody for your defense. It's your right. Get out there, get trained, like TC is saying. Know your law, like TC is saying.
Yeah, I mean, the research and the education, to make yourself an informed gun owner, all the information's out there on the internet. It's just you have to go out there and educate yourself. And unfortunately, I agree with what TC is saying. I mean, you got to get out there, you got to do the research, you got to educate yourself because these days I think firearms education is kind of not where it should be.
Oh, it's
doesn't exist. It's on you to make sure that you know everything you need to know to be an informed gun owner and a responsible gun owner.
My man.
Responsible.
All these, we're seeing so many incidents. We had a big talk this morning, Rory and me, TC, about gun owners out there not being responsible. It ain't just about owning a gun and you can talk shit on the forums. You got to be responsible, and that falls into training and knowing the law and all of those kind of things, right? So
exactly.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, TC, I mean, this is great. I love just literally just shooting the shit with you, just talking with you. Where can the people find you? Where can people? I know I stalk your Instagram, me and Rory, but where can the people
gotta
find
see?
you?
She looks like a total badass on there, like the next Laura Croft.
Hey, I'm an actual badass.
I know.
We know.
The disrespect. She is an actual badass.
I know.
I get a lot of trigger time.
You look like a professional in some of the videos I've seen.
Well,
operator status.
Coming.
Yeah. So where can we find you?
On Instagram and YouTube, both. It's at Cothrontrust. It's a little hard to spell, but you type it in, I pop up.
I'm gonna throw it up there for the people so they can check it out. But you'll be in movies soon anyway. So as soon as this COVID shit's over, you'll be in movies. So we'll be seeing you on there with your bad hair, your badass hairstyle, and we'll be checking you out. I ain't worried about that, girl.
Right. And with that said, guys, if you have any questions for TC, questions for us, we're more than happy to answer them. If you send them over to questions@arsenallink.com.
Definitely.
We're also here in the comment section on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram and, of course, Facebook.
All right, you got to love all the socials right now. Look, at the end of the day, you want to buy all of these weapons, right? From that badass classic to that brand new Sam 7 SF84 that just came back in stock, k-var.com. That's when you want to go, k-var.com. All right, look, guys, happy shooting. TC, we love you. Jazz hands time. Bye. Say bye to the people. All right. We love you guys. We'll see you.
See you next time.